What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,700 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very, very much. And I know that a lot of people, we're getting into summer pretty good, and we're still trying to make those fitness goals. We're trying to make it happen, but you haven't made it out to any classes yet. So I've got a new practice that you guys may not be familiar with, and it's called AcroYoga Global. Today we have one of the founders with us today. Hello, Jill.
Hi, nice to be here.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Jill. So, to start things off, Jill, what is AcroYoga Global?
Well, AcroYoga Global is an online platform that brings you both partnered acroyoga classes and also solo classes that are a variety of things that could help you to do acroyoga. So, handstands and floor movements and flexibility and fitness and strength training.
Now, Jill, I love yoga. I've definitely practiced throughout the years. I'm still trying to get back into it now, but I'm not an acrobat, Jill. Now, so is acroyoga going to be easy for someone like myself to follow?
You bet. You bet it is, Ash. Especially if you've been doing some yoga, but even regardless of whether you have or haven't had any experience with this kind of practice, acroyoga is super accessible. There are a lot of poses and positions and even flows and transitions that folks who are brand new can do. And we do on our platform offer beginner classes. There are 2 a week, 2 every week. And for those people who advance quickly through it, they can move up into the other classes that are offered. And there's a wide variety of postures and poses for all levels. So you could hang out and just enjoy the practice where you're at.
Gotcha. So my mind, as I was hearing more and more about you guys, my mind was going to, okay, acrobatics, yoga, how did the two worlds collide? I've never heard of it before.
There were actually a couple of schools that started out in the early 90s. One of those schools is up here in Montreal. That's where I am right now. That's where I live.
Okay.
And it was 2 folks named Jesse and Eugene who were actually a dance duo, and then got really heavily into yoga and decided to do basically like creative routines that were blending like partner acrobatics, partner yoga, some dance, some choreography. So they got into that. And then in the States, there was another duo that came more with a feeling of like partner movements, but also an aspect of like therapeutics and Thai massage, and both use the term acroyoga. From there, we have everything under the sun, and that is basically partner acrobatics, and partner movement has come under the name of acroyoga. So if you look it up, you can see a lot of different things that are represented by it, from the very basics all the way to some circus-style stuff.
Gotcha. So are the majority of the teachers from Montreal as well?
We have a few teachers here from Montreal. A lot of the teachers on the platform are trained through the AcroYoga Montreal School, but they are everywhere in the world. We have teachers in Italy, we have teachers in Brazil, we have a teacher in Malaysia, we have teachers across the United States. We also have some more teachers over in Europe. There's some Finnish teachers, and so we have teachers from Mexico and speckled kind of all across the globe. That's sort of part of our mandate, is to be global and to highlight excellent teachers from all over the place.
Got it. So I'd imagine, with it being in so many different countries and so many different types of teachers, that you guys must cover different languages as well.
We do have language support. All the classes are given primarily in English, and then if you go onto the website, you can see what language support is offered. So according to the teacher who's there, they will offer support in whatever other languages they speak.
Gotcha. Now, with the global pandemic happening like it did, and us still trying to recover and come to some place of normalcy, how did that affect you guys with classes? Did classes increase as the pandemic happened?
Yeah, so we were actually born out of the pandemic. I've been teaching internationally for 10 years now, and traveling all around the world, sharing. And then we were, as we all know, we were told that we were not allowed to touch anymore. So social distancing became reality kind of overnight.
Yeah.
And this was a way that I envisioned kind of maintaining community connection, allowing folks who have partners or friends who were in their bubble to practice the partner aspect, and also allowing acro-yogis and practitioners worldwide who didn't have anyone to practice with to have a place to come and see each other's faces and say hello and practice in a solo class and have access to teachings and the practice.
Gotcha. Now, is there any specialty gear that people need to wear when they're doing a class?
No, it's usually pretty handy if you're wearing something that doesn't get caught in other people's body parts. So you don't want to be wearing loose clothes.
Gotcha.
But any kind of regular workout gear in terms of clothes can work. And sometimes people use a yoga mat or a little cushion underneath their sacrum if they're doing what we call L-basing, which is when you're laying on your back with your feet up and carrying folks. Other than that, no, and that's what's fabulous about it. It's a super transportable exercise and practice.
I love that. Now, is there a trial period? Because I know I have a couple of friends that are still looking at me sideways from doing yoga and Pilates and stuff. Now, do you guys offer a trial period for people to try out classes to see if it works for them?
We do, yeah, for sure. We have a 1-week trial period. Every once in a while, if you keep your eyes open, we do some flash sales, which give you 2 weeks free to try it out. And then you can look at the schedule and see what works for you, because there are 14, 15 classes per week. Gives you a chance to try them out. And also, every class that you sign up for gives you the possibility of attending live or having the playback for 2 weeks after. So you have 2 weeks to try out any of those classes that might have piqued your curiosity.
I love that. I love that, Jill.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, what would you say to someone that's a little bit apprehensive about trying this practice?
I think the main thing that I would say is it's a lot of fun. That This is kind of a way to, in my mind anyways, it's a bit of a trick, because I'm having all this fun. I'm laughing. I'm falling. I'm connecting with my partner, or my friend, or whoever it is that I'm practicing with, and at the same time, I'm getting fit, kind of without knowing it.
I love that. I love that. Jill, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Words. Let everyone know, of course, where they can check out classes, of course, sign up, all that good stuff, and get more information.
You bet. We'd love to see you. You can find us at acroyogaglobal.com, all one word. You can check out some of our stuff on social media. It's always the same. It's on Instagram at AcroYoga Global. You can find us on Facebook too, AcroYoga Global. And we'd love to have you. We've got some awesome classes coming up. We always have community workshops that are free as well. We're here to welcome you. We're here to build community.
I love it. Much more success to you and the whole team, Jill, everyone that has been supporting the movement and helping you guys, continue the global presence. No, that's really awesome.
Thanks so much, Ash.
Not a problem. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.